Now Murray off play action. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down, Raiders.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
You got take. You got take.
First down, Murray. And the grab by Croft. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Play fake. Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mark 38, hold on. Mark 38, you remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 38 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Winston. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Let him go.
On 3rd down. It's Powers, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
First down, Raiders.
Ready. 3 bud. That's the way. Slant. Watch 52.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He gets it to Cooks. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Mike, 28. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming.
Now Murray. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. It's Powers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Check nickel. Wait. Switch. Hold, 6-4. Wait. Check 4. Tight dog. Play that. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips?
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Touchdown, Broncos. Daniel Carlson on quarter-point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because
he's got daylight. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Play fake. Winston. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Powers. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
3rd and 3.
Ready? White 25. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Go out. Come on, D.
They'll try the left side. It's Powers. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And got his man complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Raiders 20, Broncos 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Check 24, check 24. Kill. He's checking. He's checking.
They'll run on first down. Armstrong. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Switch. Hatchet.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On the double. Cookies the mark. I'm coming. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
That ball complete to Isabella. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, Dobbins. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. Give him a first down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here we go. 26, check 26. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time. Mike 51.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air, but it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the left side. Powers. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long for Winston. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Carlson on for the PAT. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming. Check your hot read. Check hot route.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. The Raiders on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun on third down, Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders. 52 yards. Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
From the 17, Murray. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Off play action. Murray looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Go, go. First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check. First down. 6-6. Bullet high. Get it.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Hey, 5 on 50.
On 3rd down, Winston. He'll get this complete to Batson. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check, check, check. There we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Jameis to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, Winston. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Broncos cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope when they had to slot.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now Winston on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Powers. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Jameis now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put